Hi, my name is Gwen Peterson, and I am a certified health coach. And I wanted to do a video today about water and how water is a super highway to weight loss. Now, for those of you guys that know me personally, it is 6 years later, and I still get to focus every single day on water. I am one of those people that loves anything carbonated, whether it's carbonated water, carbonated flavored water, occasional Diet Cokes, and all of that. And I don't know about you, but if you're somebody like me that loves that bubbled water, it's real easy to keep drinking the bubbled item versus actual water. And sparkling water does not replace water. So that's why when you are doing our program, Dr. A suggests drinking a minimum of 64 ounces a day, where we know that on the flip side, if you drink way too much water, that's not healthy for you either. But we know that the body needs water to lose weight. And that's why I say it's the super highway to weight loss. And when people say, well, how do I speed up my weight loss? There's this myth that if you do all shakes, that you will lose weight faster. Well, the reason for that is because when you make a shake with water, you're going to make it with anywhere between 8 and 12 ounces of water. So when you do the math of that, you're drinking at least 40 more ounces of water a day just because you're drinking shakes. So is it the shakes that make you lose weight faster? No, it's the water. So pay attention to your water. One of the things that I know, I've read a lot of studies on water because I've gotten to learn for myself that water is what I get to drink. One of the things that I read in a study was that basically we want you to start at a minimum of 64 ounces, but we know everybody's bodies are different. Your liver, your kidneys, all those things, everybody's organs function differently. So a couple different studies showed that people were at a maximum state of weight loss if their urine is clean, clear, not cloudy, no color, no odor. So that's kind of where you start at 64 ounces. And then as you go, start watching if your urine stays clear all day, then you have enough water. But if it's not, you'll figure out your number. For me, interestingly enough, it is 100 ounces of water a day. So I normally suggest to my clients, start at 64, we're gonna shoot for 100, but really your number is gonna be that clear urine. So I'll tell you a trick for those of you guys that have seen my past videos. I talk about my mom on and off about how she was one of my first clients, and she started, she started in 2 weeks, 6 years ago. So she started the Monday of Thanksgiving week, because the reality is when you're sick and tired of being overweight and tired, it doesn't matter what day on the calendar it is, you just get started when you get given a program that's going to work. And so one of the tips that she came up with is, because I'm one of these people that I love a straw, I love the styrofoam cup. So I've always used this as my way to get water in, because I like a thicker straw. And in the morning, I normally just fill up like a 32 or 44 ounce with ice and water and a Propel. And I normally start with a 44 ounce. So I start with that, power through that till lunch, do another 44 ounces. I like to put another Propel in there just to boost those electrolytes just a touch, and power through that by dinner time. So now by the time I get to dinner, I'm at 88 ounces on the day. But the problem for me personally is I find when I have one of these, I'm just sipping and sipping and sipping, and the day gets longer and longer and longer. And then all of a sudden, I may have only gotten 44 ounces in by 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So this is my mom's trick that works miracles for me. So you go get a case of water that comes, a case of 24 for like $3, and then you pull 6 out. So I have water bottle 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6. Oh, and see, mine still, this is my numbers for the day. Now, before anybody that's a reuse, recycle, reduce, just to let you know, tonight before I go to bed, I will refill. So what I normally do, I put the lids back on to do the video, but normally once I finish drinking it, I put it on my counter upside down so that it dries out, so I'm not going to get a bunch of gross bacteria going in there. And then at night, before I go to bed, I refill them back up. And so then I'm reusing these multiple times before I go get new ones. The other thing that I do personally is, I do know that they say that drinking cold water burns more calories, which I believe it does. But what I find is I can't pound a cold one of these. But if it's room temperature, I can pound it. So the rule of thumb is, the reason why there's 6 is because when you're doing our program, you're eating 6 times a day. 5 of our fuelings, one lean and green out of the grocery store. So when you go drink a water bottle with every single fueling, by the time you go to bed at night, guess how much water you've drank? 100 ounces. And then it doesn't feel like you're having to always think about your water. You just grab whatever it is to eat, you drink your water, and then you're done for the next 3 hours. You're done eating and you're done drinking, and you don't have to think more. Now, if you want more water because you're thirsty, if you're getting the thirst cue, even if you're at 100 ounces of water, maybe your body needs a little more to flush out the toxins, because maybe your body's releasing a few more toxins that day than the day previously. Either way. And then, as I showed you, this is my number 6. Well, it's 8:30 at night, and I'm sorry, I don't want to be up all night going to the bathroom. So I normally do my 5th bottle during my lean and green around 5 or 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night. And then my goal is to always get this last one in before 8, so that I have 2 hours before I go to bed for that to get out of me, so that I'm not getting up and going to the bathroom all day. So that's just kind of, again, this is one of my tricks for the trade. This is another one. This is only a 44 ounce, but I mean, this is only a 32 ounce, but I really do like 44 ounce. So what I'll do is every once in a while, yes, I do go treat myself to a Diet Coke, but then I reuse this. Yeah, I wash it out with soap and water. I know I'm goofy. Everybody has their own little things. And for me, I ask for more straws, and then I wash this out. And then some days it's this, and I make sure I get my 44 in before lunch, my 44 in before dinner. And then there's other days that I know that I'm going to be on a lot of conference calls or things, and I just bring all these water bottles, set them in my office, and I just make sure that I'm drinking them continually. And you know, what's interesting is I find that when they're sitting here and I'm busy, I just keep drinking them. Where if I drink this and it's gone and I have another couple hours of calls, I just don't drink the next 3 hours because I have to get up and go get it. Where if I have this, I'll just keep drinking them because they're sitting there. So I hope that helps you guys think through water a little more. Why I always say to my clients, water is the super highway to weight loss, because that's one of the first things I do. When people say my scale is slowing down, my next question is, how are your inches? And if their inches have also slowed down, then my first question is, where are you on your water? And a lot of times people are like, well, I didn't do as well with my water. For instance, I have a client that he lost 4 pounds last week. And then this week, he only lost 1.5 pounds. And last week, he lost 2 full inches. So I said to him, what was different? And he said, my water. So comment below if you commit to letting water be the super highway to your weight loss. And of course, by the way, when you lose weight, you don't want your skin to get all saggy and sad. And the only way to tighten up that skin, you guys, is more water. You're not going to be able to do jaw exercises, and exercising doesn't really tighten up the skin. It builds muscle, but it doesn't tighten the skin. So when people say to me, well, I have to exercise, I don't want saggy skin, my question always is, who taught you that exercise tightens up skin? It's going to be hydrating that skin with a bunch of water and keeping it moisturized. So think that through, comment below, and I hope this was a good tip for the day. Bye, guys.